Hello and welcome back, and today we're going to take on Flyde. It's been a little bit samey. We're sat in 12th, I think, and there's a lot of red on the fixture schedule. Hello everybody and welcome back. Thank you for joining me in Sunday League to Champions League. I'm Millers, this is In The Dugout FM, and it's been a little bit samey. That's why I haven't come back to you for some of the previous games. There's been lots of, February was not a good month, was it? Look at that. And for me, it's probably about a distinct lack of fitness. So for example, in the game against Halifax, we're playing one, two, three of the kids, and we're having to do it because we just don't have the strength in depth. We've had to rest. We've had to rest our centre halves. We've had to rest Vincent John. We've had to rest Ranel Young, our right back. We've had to rest our centre forward. We just haven't got the strength there to allow us to play that 11 that we know performs at this level continuously, because ultimately they just get injured. So we've had to make some changes, and that's resulted in us dropping down a little bit. Not catastrophically. We're 4 points off 10th, which is where we were the last time you were here. I'm all right with it. It is what it is. It makes complete sense to me. We have managed to bring that a little bit closer to the budget, which is good. How have we done that? Well, we've managed to ship a couple of players out. So who's gone out? We've sent Charlie Preston out on loan. That's only £100 a week. Jason Cowley just wouldn't score for us from a senior perspective. He scored in friendlies for fun, but for us he's not scored, and he's not scored for Altrincham either, so that makes me feel a little bit better. But he went out on a free, freeing up some money. Kings Lynn have taken Isaac Sinclair on loan, paying his wages as well, which is great too. So, we've done all right there. We've almost squared the circle when it comes to our finances. And our director of football has brought in Ollie Gofford from Derby, along with Billy Goff as some cover for me in centre midfield. But I'm playing him as a holding midfielder, really. That's where he's featuring for us. So we're a little bit threadbare. It stands to reason why we're threadbare, and I'm kind of all right with it because of that. So I thought I'd come back to you. We're going to play Flyde. They beat us in the FA Trophy. I'd like to get some revenge if I can. That'd be nice. Flyde are where in the league? I'm not entirely sure. Flyde are in the relegation zone. So all being well, I'm going to try and put the first out today for you. So hopefully we can get a result, because next game, South Shield's away, and I don't really fancy that one. So we're going to play this one out with you guys here and see how we do. And from there, we'll kick on again. It feels like it's going to be a season of mid-table mediocrity. Again, we know that's okay, but for us, we don't want to stagnate, right? We want to kick on, so we've got to be mindful of that. So I'm just going to make some changes and make sure that actually our first team is going to play this one for us. So Patterson Power's going to come in. John's going to come in. Agumang's going to come in. Okay, that's at the minute. That's probably our starting three. If I just quickly change him to a defensive midfielder, let him hold there for me. Ben Ward's going to come in as centre half. Lara as the other centre half. Where is my left back? Where are you, son? There you are. Left back, right winger, Ranel Young. And this is what, the amount of changes I'm having to make. That should tell you enough, I think, versus the previous game. That should tell you exactly where we were. We had the boy Erskine, Markovic, all on the bench because we really didn't have any other options. We had no one to play. And the boys were well and truly on the struggle bus. So Marcus Crawford's played a few games. He's not for me, this kid. Not yet, anyway. Apparently he's got boatloads of potential, but I've not seen it. I don't think I've seen him touch the ball. Ross Erskine touched the ball more than he did when he came on. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he pans out for us. But, okay. Anyway, I digress. I apologise. Let's see. Challoner, yeah. Challoner's rejected about 4 different moves away from us, in spite of being desperate to play football. He doesn't want to go anywhere else. The same for 1 or 2 of the other lads. They won't accept moves. So a few of them have accepted a downgrading position in the team because they're just not playing, nor will they play. But I've got lads like Matty Jacobs who are, even in their contract, it says they're a fringe player, and they're saying, well, I'm not getting a fair crack of the whip. Well, the reality is, mate, you're not first team, and therefore that's going to stay that way unless you opt to leave. Nobody wants you in the transfer window. Nobody wants you in the market. You're not willing to whip up any interest yourself. So you're just going to sit here and wait, I'm afraid, until next season where I've already set you for release. So anyway, here we go. Flyde at home. Let's hope for a little bit of a showing. The fans deserve it after last month's absolute abomination of fixtures. As Patson Powell breaks into the area, he's looked to pull it back. Was that not handball? No. Hunter receives it again. Puts it back into the area. Allen's coming backwards, though. Back to goal. Gofford. Through ball to Patson Powell's lovely. He looked like he was offside. And he was. Nice bit of play, though. Giving us a reasonable XG early doors. Throwing deep in their half. Agiman tries to hook it through, but fails. Patson Powell gets back hold of it. Lovely feet. Deserved a goal, to be fair. That was a good save. He's done all right when I've moved him forwards as well. So, like, you know, at the start of the season, we said we were quite pleased with that right-hand side, and for that reason, you know, he's a very pacey little forward as well as a decent solid wing back for us. So here he is again. Box looking for Hunter. Hunter manages to nod it down, and he scores for us. I'm not sold on him either, by the way. From a left wing perspective, I've not really found anybody since Story that's done it for me. So I don't see us keeping hold of him next season. I think we'll probably end up having getting back on the search for a replacement. He has scored 1 or 2, but not to the degree I would have expected him to. You know, I don't want to blame the director of football, but he was a director of football signing, and he's not really given me what I think they thought he would. As Patson Powell's back on it again, into the area this time. He's gone himself, and he should have gone himself the first time, because the second time he's done it beautifully and found the side netting. 2-0. Flyde are now struggling. We're 2 up with 25 minutes gone. And actually, he does superbly well. He just hits the space, drives forwards, and tucks it in underneath what looks like the keeper's legs to give us an absolute lovely double lead. Okay. Possession-wise, Flyde have had a fair bit of the ball. Not that we've seen it in terms of highlights, but they seem to have had a fair bit of the ball, which is unusual with this tactic. I know we've been getting beat quite a few times, but actually, I'm not disappointed with how we've played, even when we've had the kids. 3-0, Ranel Young on the right-hand side again. We just cause problems on that side. We just do. We're really, really strong out there. Yeah, we've not played badly. You know, we've looked after the ball well. We've done okay. And even when the kids are out there, they're still trying to do it the way we're asking them to play. We just don't have the same kind of strength. We're not going to watch it a third time game. Come on, let's move on. Okay, approaching half-time, 3-0 up. Possibly a chance to drag a couple off who have been struggling. We're going to give it 10 minutes, but yeah, I'm happy with that so far. I'm happy with what you've created. Well done. So we're going to give it 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, and then we'll make some changes. We've been having to rotate heavily in midfield, as you've seen, and at centre half. So I'm going to use the opportunity of having a 3-goal cushion to make some changes to avoid them getting any further damage than they already have been. So that's the 66th minute. Let's get some changes done. Okay, so Ellis is going to come on. He's been playing very well. How's he doing? How's Renal doing? He's doing okay. He's doing all right. That's not too bad. Patson Powell is doing okay. Actually, the lads look all right, don't they? The lads look all right. I think what I might do is just go 4-4-2 to allow me to use what I've got on the bench to rest some of the midfielders. because actually they're the ones that really do need it at this moment in time. So we will do that, and we'll bring Patson Powell off as well for a rest. So there we go. There's our 3 changes. We've gone 4-4-2. We're going to stay balanced. Send the 3 lads on. On they go, look. There they go. All the other 3 lads wander off. Walk straight past me. No loves, no kisses, none of it. Straight past me. As we score a 4th, Josh Allen is assisted by Ahew. Superb. I'm still not sure if I'm saying that name right. I've probably said it about 47 different ways. But it's a lovely goal. Little set there from Young. Boxed. And he does that so well. You know, he's moving his feet, he's getting on the football, and he just nods in. 4-0. We're currently sat in 11th. Mid-table. Quite happy with that. I'm getting a B from the board. You know, they're not. It's not superb. It's not bad. It's we'll absolutely take it. Like I said, our focus has to be what comes next for us, really. And when do I start looking for jobs? I don't know. Things don't normally go this well in Sunday League to Champions League. So normally I am struggling for about 4 or 5 years, and then I get a little bit of a break. I've had some success with Curzon early, which makes me a little bit. Well, it makes me not really want to leave them. But we've got to focus on what we want to achieve. We've gone long there and we shouldn't have done. I don't know why we've done it. Maloney found some space in the pocket. Avery's turned it round the post, though, so it's a good save. Loads of corners. We've not really been scoring from corners anymore. I don't know if the patch has stopped that a little bit. We certainly haven't had anywhere near the same level of success as we had in the first couple of seasons from set pieces. Far more open play, which actually I'm delighted about, that we're scoring more from open play, but we've not had the same impact from those set pieces. What did he stop running for there? It's a lovely little set ball there. And he just stopped. He's like, nah, it's not for me, that. I'm going to turn around. Got them close. Clip through. Won by Ward. Superb. Horan looks to distribute. Oh, ref could have killed him then. That was a shocker. Clip stood up. Lara's going to mop that one up for us, though, as he finds a high. Plays Ranel down the wing. Can he take his fullback on? He's clipped it early. He's found Kawamia. Kawamia has somehow managed to volley that in. He had no right to score that. Absolutely none. I think what this shows you quite clearly is our first 11 can handle this level. You know, to probably a top 10, maybe even top sort of 7 standard. But because we're part-time, because they're not training every single day, the fitness is a problem, and we don't have the money to have the strength in depth that some of the other teams have. And I think that's just the honest summation of it, you know. We've not managed to bring in what we wanted in terms of loans, and it's taken us too long to clear off some of the dead wood on the financial books. So that's where we are. I mean, what a superb performance, though. It's about as good a win as you're likely to see, and it is 5-0. Lovely performance. We stay in 12th, 6 points off the playoffs. I'm all right with that. 19 points clear of relegation, even better. And actually, what a solid performance for our first season in the National League. If we look at the fixtures then, I'm probably going to come back towards the end of the season. We might do a double header, Barnet and Altrincham, to see where we finish up. I don't think there's going to be any surprises to show you, which is why I'm quite happy to kick on. And then we'll see where we are, and we'll look at all the budgets and everything else for next season and all that good stuff. So I might come back and just do Altrincham and then look at the budgets, look at everything we're looking at moving forwards. Hope you've enjoyed that. Do feel free to drop a like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. That would really help me out. And hopefully I will catch you next time. Take care.